Today's lesson is 15.5. It is on percent of increase and percent of decrease. Our essential question is this: what is the percent of decrease? What is a percent of increase? If you're following along in the book, it would be on page 678. That's our essential question today. The key idea is percent of increase and decrease. Let's first start out with increase. Increase is when the original amount increases. The percent of change is called the percent of increase. This is calculated by taking the new amount minus the original amount and then dividing that by the original amount. So the percent of increase is a calculation by taking the new amount and subtracting the original amount and dividing that by the original amount. So that will get you a percent increase. So in the case of decrease, if the decrease formula is the original amount minus the new amount divided by the original amount. So if you're looking at these two, you can see that the new amount and the original amount are worked out on top. Okay, so let's take a look at one example and we'll do a couple on your own. The table shows the number of hours you spent online last weekend. What is the percent of change in your online time from Saturday to Sunday? The number of hours on Sunday is greater than the number of hours on Saturday. So the percent of change is a percent of increase. You can see that 4.5 on Sunday, and on Saturday you had 2. First thing you want to determine is the percent of increase. The percent of increase is the new amount, which is 4.5, minus the original amount, which is 2, and that's going to be divided by the original amount. So again, the new amount, which is 4.5, because they're looking from Saturday to Sunday. The new amount is 4.5. The original amount is 2, which was Saturday, and you're going to divide that entire thing by 2. Subtract, you end up with 2.5 divided by 2, which is a 1.25 or 125% would be the answer. So you've got a 125% increase from Saturday to Sunday in the number of hours spent online. So let's try these together before you go to your lesson. Find the percent of change. Round to the nearest tenth of a percent if necessary. Okay, number 1. It says 10 inches to 25 inches. So this is a percent increase. Percent increase. So we're looking for a percent increase, and we're going to take the new amount, 25, and we're going to subtract the old amount, 10, and then we're going to divide it by the original amount, 10. Again, we're looking at a percent increase, so the new amount minus the original amount, and that's going to be divided by 10. Okay? So if we subtract now, that's 15 over 10, and that is equal to 1.5, which is equal to 150%. 150%. So from 10 inches to 25 inches is a 150% increase. Let's take a look at number 2. 57 people to 65 people. Again, it's an increase. So we're going to look for a percent increase, and we're going to take the new amount, 65. We're going to subtract 57, the old amount, and we're going to divide it by the original amount. I'm calling it old, but original. Okay? So 65 minus the 57 gets you 12. And 12 over 57 is about 0.14 or 14%. Okay, so percent increase from 57 people to 65 people is 14%. So today's lesson, which is on percent increase and percent decrease, you have to first decide, is it an increase or is it a decrease? And you can see, it's a fairly simple calculation. The bottom number is always the original amount, okay? The top number is going to be the new amount minus the original amount for the percent increase. And the percent decrease will be the original amount minus the new amount. Thank you.